You go live.
Okay.
Probably live right now, but I can start whenever.
Go lower.
That's what they all say.
That's what it is, right there.
That's what most of them say.
Ooh.
Are we beginning? Shall we begin? Hello, welcome to Bowl Breffix. My name is The Jordan Show. My first guest tonight is AUSTIN Basile. How you doing, Austin?
I'm alright.
We're here. We're in fur, fake fur. Get
This
used
is
to it.
real.
Well, so much for that. Please have a seat.
Okay.
Get comfortable, relax,
Alright.
make yourself at home. I'm gonna flop back into this seat stiff-legged because these pants are very tight. How are you tonight, darling? That's the sparkly. Don't answer that.
You know,
Don't answer that.
I kind of feel a little sick. That pizza is not really doing it for me right now.
Well, what did you really expect, after all?
I don't know.
I mean, come on. We don't have fucking, magical pizza we can just bring into the
I thought we were
atmosphere.
gonna have tacos, but
Well,
I ate 4 slices of pizza and the grease, isn't sitting well.
you know what? I'm sick of the diva shit already. How has your week been so far? It's what, Wednesday? How's your week been?
My week has been eventful, extremely eventful.
Yeah?
There were 4 overdoses at my house, so I
My
had to
lord.
take care of that. And the ambulance came, and this kid had to go back to detox. It was a long week.
You want to expand upon those stories? What?
No,
Are you legally allowed to?
probably not.
Probably not. What are you working on right now? You're a very beautiful
What am I
painter.
working on? I'm working on an art exhibit.
Indeed. Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
I'm painting some things, including myself.
Where can people find you on the internet so they can see some of your work?
Instagram,
What's your Instagram name?
Squid Trash.
Where's that come from? I've always wondered that.
Squidly Squid from SpongeBob, and I really
Squiggly
like
squid.
garbage.
SpongeBob SquarePants' depressed neighbor, Squiggly Squid.
Yeah.
We all know him.
Well, Squilliam Fancy Pants was the one with the mustache that Squidward.
William Fancy Son.
the one, yeah.
That's your
Squidward didn't like
band.
him.
Yeah, the snooty. Remember they make the band? That's your band. And SpongeBob like getting his life over there. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
Band geeks. 90s kids will understand.
That was early 2000s.
3 words to describe yourself.
Well,
Tell me.
currently, past me, or future me?
Whatever you want, really.
3 words.
It's clever. Cool. I'm feeling my like Jim Morrison, Johnny Rotten fantasy tonight.
You look good.
Feeling good. You look great.
Thank you.
I'm really enjoying this shirtless fur aesthetic we got going on.
I know, it's really good.
Thank you.
I'm letting it all out.
Dirk likes it.
Thought I would come.
I feel right. I feel like, my belly's right here. It's looking beautiful.
We
right
got the
now.
chooch.
I know, isn't it cute? I love my belly.
We make it really hard to get the bottom of this.
I couldn't have always said that.
Said what?
I used to starve the shit out of myself when I was really thin, and living that whole life.
I used
now
to
I have
eat.
a belly, and I'm like, I love it. Look at it. Boop, boop, boop.
We got bellies.
I think it makes life more fun.
I didn't make enough money before, and I used to starve, and I would steal my roommate's cat food, and I would eat her cat food. That's
Austin,
not a
you
joke.
Are amazing.
That's really
Austin
not.
and I have known each other for years. That's that's just how the
Because
cookie
what was it
crumbles.
called? Chad?
Chad. I went to the Charter
Chad.
High School for Architecture and Design in Center City, Philadelphia. And one of my best friends was named Maggie Linehan. What's up, Maggie, if you're out there?
Shout out.
Shout out to Mag, Lynn. And Austin and Maggie were friends because they're both fucking insane. Oh my God, did my mic go up my ass? Have I been silent this whole time?
We hear you,
but Okay.
It sounded like it was far away.
Which it was up my penis hole. Really?
I don't
You know what, Dirk? I've been hearing a weird sound coming out of your
Wait,
fucking
what,
mouth.
so what was the question?
Oh, I'm just talking about our history together.
Oh.
Austin, ladies and gentlemen, and freaks alike, Austin has had one of the most interesting lives of any person that I know, and I can easily, safely say that. So I'm very excited to have him on Bowl Breffix tonight, here hanging out with me without a shirt on, wearing fur.
This is a
what do
dead
you-
woman's.
This is a dead woman's?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I wouldn't expect anything else from you, Austin. Tell me about the time. Sorry, I got a bug in my throat. Can you tell me about the time you found a dead cat in a basement?
Oh, it was recently, actually.
Yeah. Tell
I
everyone
just
the
moved
story.
into this new place, and I thought it was the microwave that smelled really bad. And then I was like, it's not the microwave. And then I checked the fridge, and I was like, this is weird. It's not the fridge either. And I'm like, all right, who's got keys to the basement? And I asked my landlord, and we go in the basement, and under the crawl space is this like month-old dead cat. And it's like covered in maggots and shit. And nobody knew what the smell was. And I just pick it up by its neck and fucking drag it outside. And then for like a week or 2 weeks straight, dude, all I smelled was dead cat. And I like washed myself with tomato sauce, and I couldn't get the smell out of my nose, dude. It was awful. And then every time I ate meat afterwards, I always thought of that dead cat. It was really traumatic. It was really traumatic.
I'm sorry. You had to go.
Actually, I was eating pho somewhere in, I guess it was Koreatown. I was eating pork, and fucking, I was like, what? Why does it taste like that? And I'm trying to eat this like with a straight face, and then I'm like, oh, I can't do this. And I just threw it all up, and I kept thinking of the dead cat.
Oh my goodness.
It was really bad.
Oh, well, you know.
I don't know if you've ever encountered that, but
I've been
I didn't
in
want
the
to.
presence of my fair share of dead cats.
I didn't want to
certainly.
throw it away because I really wanted its skull, and I was in the backyard like with an X-Acto blade, like trying to cut through its skin, and like I punctured the neck, and I was like, well, first I scraped back some of the hair, and then I like punctured the neck, and as soon as I punctured the neck, like all these like baby flies came out.
Oh my God!
I was like, this is too much. For right now.
Oh wow!
So
and
I
then
didn't
you were
get the
never
skull
the same again.
at the end. I really wanted it though, but
Well, I remember seeing you
Next
at Queer
one.
Space. Austin is the door bay at Queer Space, my live charity variety show. And I remember he came up to me as soon as he got to the venue and was like, "Hey, can you smell? Like, do I smell like death at all?" And I was like, "No, you smell like a boy." And he smelled like totally, like. Axe. I don't know. You smelled like tag.
I was really taken back by that.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Seems like it was really impactful.
It was all in my head.
It didn't really happen. The cat wasn't
It was
really
all
there.
in my head.
Right. What's wow? This is the next question. What smells do you like the most?
Smells.
Certainly not month-old dead cat.
I don't know if
Won't
anyone
be.
can relate to this, but when you're in the city and you're like walking on the sidewalk and that first rain, like that hits the cement, like
Yes.
that's one of my favorite smells in the
Yep.
whole world. Like
Especially
that fresh
in
rain
Philly.
in the city.
I haven't
That's
smelled
a-
good rain out here.
That's a good one. Also, I really love the smell of Home Depot.
Oh, me too.
That's like a good smell. I wish they made a cologne for that.
Yeah.
And gunpowder.
Really, I've never
Yeah.
smelled that.
It's delicious.
Yeah. You're gonna shoot me and I can smell it.
Maybe.
That would be hot.
After the show.
Okay, I can't wait. You have another show to do. I don't tonight. Or I do tonight. You actually can't shoot me tonight. Have you ever seen a ghost? Do you think? You've encountered a lot of...
I used to live in this warehouse on Girard Avenue, and it was like 200 years old or something like that. It used to be an old theater.
Yeah.
And somebody told me that somebody had overdosed and died in the bathroom.
Wow.
And
No bueno.
when I was living there, I lived in the light booth. It was like because it turned it into a music venue, and I paid like $150 to like live above a stairwell in this little light box. And every night, like when the lights were off, like one would flicker on and off, and I would hear weird things. And then I thought rats were talking to me. So maybe that was a ghost. Or I don't know. I was addicted to weird things at that moment.
Yeah. Like what?
What?
Like what?
When I lived there?
Yeah. What was your DOC at the time?
At that time, I liked, it was, I was really into research chemicals, and we were ordering them offline from some Middle Eastern fucking lab or whatever, and there were research chemicals. So we got these benzodiazepine research chemicals that were not FDA approved yet, and we called them jelly legs, and they like they just used
Sounds
to
like
like
some
make
jelly
your
legs,
legs
and
jelly.
then the extraterrestrial beings started getting in contact with you.
Yeah,
All right. Checks out, as they say.
jelly legs.
Jelly legs. Take some jelly legs. Contact
Interesting.
some other entities. What films and filmmakers do you love the most? You think?
Film and filmmakers. Oh, I don't really support the film industry. Can I have a different question?
Yeah, fuck the film industry. What's a typical day like in the life of Austin?
Well, my assistant manager wakes up a bunch of people, and I get up around noon. I take a shit.
As one does.
I paint a little bit, maybe for a couple hours. I've been using bullets to paint recently.
I saw that. It looks great.
And then I have some work to do, so I, do some things. I guess I can't really talk about everything that I do right now for work, but
Right.
I work every day. I don't know. Every day is different.
You're definitely one of the most fascinating people
Yesterday,
I've ever
though, I met up with my dominatrix, and she just beat the shit out of me, so it was like really nice.
met. Yeah, you feel good.
Yeah, it was cool. It's a lifestyle choice.
Right. Of course. Is there anything in particular that you like to have her do?
Have her do?
Mm-hmm.
She, well, I really like to get tied up, and she like pours wax on me.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
A little bit of wax. How do you think you'd look in a romper?
In a romper.
You think you would enjoy that?
Well,
Think you
I
would look
really
like a
like this
snack?
chest that I have right now, and I think a romper would not look as good on me
Right.
as just wearing nothing.
An open chest
Yeah.
fur coat. Like, how much plastic surgery have you had, and what was your latest procedure?
Have I had?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't had anything yet. So I guess that's it. Yeah.
Fascinating. Really
Yeah.
something. Really something
I
else.
guess this is LA though, so
Right.
it's always next
You
week.
should probably get your boobies.
My boobs done?
Yeah.
Probably look good with this hair.
That's what I'm thinking. Naturally. So tell me, let's talk about Philly. Let's talk about PA. What neighborhood did you grow up in?
I grew up in the Italian market,
Of course you did.
South Philadelphia.
I grew up in Fishtown. Do you know a lot of Fishtown kids growing up?
Oh yeah.
We're the best.
Fishtown.
And we look the best in a pair of basketball shorts. So, sorry about it. Okay, so here we go. We have the Scientology personality test special.
Okay,
Tonight.
I'm ready.
We're gonna give you some options, this or this, and you have to pick your favorite.
This or that?
Yeah, ready? Lucille Ball or Judy Garland?
Judy Garland. Oh, she's dead.
Right.
Judy. She's in the Hollywood Cemetery.
Indeed.
They just moved her body over. They like flew her in at like midnight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would love to go
Judy.
visit Judy.
Yeah.
In the 80s, so you were hanging around in the 80s. Would you hang out with Guns N' Roses crowd or the Smith crowd?
That's a tough one.
That's tough because, like, it depends on what day for me.
It
Like,
really does.
if I
really
would want to
enjoy
hang out with the
drugs,
Guns N'
though,
Roses,
So
yeah. Like, which drugs would we be doing? What would we be? Where would we be cavorting at? What location?
depends.
Yeah. Depends on the day.
Depends on
Me
the
too.
day.
Popsicle or ice cream?
That's a tough one. Now, do I have a choice in whether or not I make the popsicle or the ice cream?
Make it? You want to make it
Is
yourself?
that not a choice?
That's pretty, I don't know. You're just
Probably
getting a little
ice
crazy
cream.
now. Right, ice cream.
I really
So,
like sesame, so
You've been creating some foodular creations at your house, right? You've made
Sorta.
some like jams and
yeah.
interesting.
It's getting a little wild, just getting a little cuckoo in the kitchen, just getting a little
Cuckoo in
crazy,
the kitchen, huh?
you know?
Right.
A little wacky.
Right. Of course, absolutely.
I just like to fuck that shit up.
Yeah, just get in there and fuck that
I
shit
go
up.
into my spice cabinet
Don't even talk about it. Just
and
fuck it up.
I just throw it all in, you know? Put
Right.
it in the blender.
Put it in the blend. Have you ever been to Pennsylvania? What do you think about people from Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Hey, now we're like the same thing.
I think they're no good.
Delco?
I think they're no good.
Yeah, I don't like, I mean,
Wait, he is like super
I
tight.
really don't like people from Delaware.
Me neither, man. Delaware's a fucking shithole. My grandparents live in Delaware,
The
though.
entire place. The entire
really-
goddamn place is just.
It's not fun. In Rehoboth, it's just a bunch of old people and saltwater taffy.
Yeah, that's all it really is. And no
Yeah.
Wait,
taxes.
this was a bad idea.
No
taxes
is
on your
good.
old people or your saltwater taffy.
Okay, so like,
So, what if, I'm going to give you a hypothetical here. What if nobody ever told the guy from Smash Mouth that the world was going to roll him?
so there's like,
I don't think they would have been as successful.
Not nearly. Fucking.
Yeah.
this was
I just
fun
wanna
for like a
be-
minute. Can you like give me the thing?
I just want to be connected with the beauty of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just want to like feel it
This wasn't
and
fun.
soak
I
it
shouldn't have done
in
this.
and love it and cherish it and drink it in and smell it and feel it like a fine
saw this coming.
cashmere,
None of this-
like a
none of this-
cloth that I like to touch.
You should go in Sweat Lodge.
Oh yeah, Is that a
Sweat it
good
out.
thing? Sweat it all out?
I was
I just keep
in
checking
a
myself
sweat
out
lodge
and
once, and they were like chanting all these like Native American things, and I didn't know what they were saying, and it was really weird. And I was like coming off of a bunch of things, and I was like sweating, and the one guy that was leading it was like, I was like, I don't ever want to be the man I was before I got here.
This is too much for me.
And he was like, if you don't want to be that person, just throw him into the fire. And I'm like, okay. And I like threw my hands out, and we're in this thing, and I'm sweating balls, and I'm like, all right, I give him away. And then instantly the whole sweat lodge smelled like fucking sulfur. It was crazy.
Do you think you went to hell?
I have no idea where I went, but I started crying after that. And then the rest was like a blackout. I don't really remember the rest of it.
Were you never the same again? When did you come to? Like, what was the situation?
The sad thing is a few people from that sweat lodge are dead now.
Right.
What was the question?
I did it.
Do you feel like you're different now?
Yeah,
Do you feel like you died in there?
So, definitely a part of me did.
Have you ever done DMT?
Yeah.
How was it?
So there was this one time I was doing DMT. I guess I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I could probably get in trouble for that. Anyway, I was doing DMT in my bedroom, and I was like smoking out of my window, and
Right.
I had a big ass hit. I put in like a gram, and I had a big hit, and I like blew it out, and I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm like, I leaned back, and I thought my nose was bleeding, and then I like waved my face, and my nose wasn't bleeding, and then I looked up at the ceiling, and then all these red lasers came out, and I was like watching all these civilizations on my ceiling like build up and get destroyed, and then a bigger civilization would come, and then it would get destroyed, and then a giant one would come, and then it would get destroyed again, and then I was like, this is too much, so I took a Xanax, and then I passed out.
End. Cancel. Cancel transaction with the divine moments of truth. I feel like I've never been the same after the third time that I smoked DMT.
You have nice eyes.
I love looking into your eyes.
What are you doing after this?
You tell me.
I have to kill you, remember?
Oh, shit.
It'll be hot though.
What are you gonna do?
I'll
You're gonna
film
hold
it.
me down and drink and like pour bleach into my mouth?
I was just reading about this Japanese serial killer that would like abduct kids and then like chop them up, and he would like send pictures to their parents and stuff. And they
That's
found
hardcore.
when they caught him, they looked through his apartment, and he had all like fucking 6,000 videotapes of like all this crazy shit, and they called him the otaku murderer because he like had all this anime.
Wow.
He like had he was a hoarder, so we would do that.
Speaking of Japanese guys who kill and eat people, where's mine? Where's mine? Where is my Kazu? Where's Kaz?
I don't know.
Kazzy! He's my pet. I keep him in my closet. Austin, tell me something.
Is it hot in here?
No, it's just me. What can be done about? What can be done about?
What could be done about? Well, you know, I think something that's extremely important is that Soylent should be a household product. I think it should be in every house, in every supermarket, in every country, all around the fucking planet.
Right.
Soylent, look it up. That shit is
Look
the
it
bee's
up.
knees.
Invest in it.
You know,
Don't
that's something
fuck
that should
around
be
with
about.
your life anymore.
Soylent, look it up.
That's what life is all about. So,
Soylent, yep.
which one of Gary Busey's teeth is your favorite? Which 43A, 128.3.
XYZ 59.
Indeed. Indeed. Are you now, or have you ever been in a cult?
Well, I don't think I can now confirm nor deny that question. There was a weird thing that I did, and we would go into the woods, and we weren't allowed to talk about it.
No, you weren't allowed to talk about the things that you did to each other?
No.
Well, I'll respect your privacy. I'm gonna get up in the way.
Benjamin Franklin's daughter's house.
Benjamina Franklin, first
So
lady
it's
of the
just
world.
stone walls now. It still exists. It's somewhere in like fucking Strawberry Mansion. Do you know
Oh,
where that
word?
is? And
No.
it was on the top
Yes,
of this
of
hill,
course I
and
do.
then in the basement there was like this. Oh my! It was a lot.
Can you, while we're wrapping up, so what would you say
Wait,
to
what do
anybody?
you want me to do with these?
Just undo me,
Why?
because it's hurting my
Then why'd you put them on so tight?
wrists. Well, because that's just how it's gotta go. So as we wrap up, anything you'd like to say to anybody who's struggling with something out there?
Just talk to Jordan. You know, she's got all the answers, and that's it, really. Just talk to Jordan. The Jordan Show.
It's motherfucking Bowl Breffix, people.
She knows. She's got what you're looking for. She's got it. It's good. You know, that's it.
Bowl Breffix. That was beautiful. You smell so good.
Do I?
You sprayed something good smelling on yourself.
I haven't showered.
You haven't? Well,
No.
maybe that's it.
Is this it?
Natural
We're done?
essence. Yeah, we're done. Now I have to unleash myself from you.
Why? There's no break?
To say, cause when I've been out drinking, I'm what goes bump in the night. Yeah, I'm the devil's light. When I was a young boy, mama took me by the hand, took me to a church to see a preacher man. She said, this boy is evil, he's got something that ain't right. I see the devil in his eyes. The preacher laid his hands upon me and he burst right into flame. Mama, she fell down screaming.